My guest today is my good friend Dani Zoldan, owner, operator of Standup New York, one of the best comedy clubs in the city. We talk about his unlikely move into being a comedy club owner, finding creative paths, and also finding ways to maintain focus in a very distracted world. Take a listen. I think you'll enjoy it. Good to see you. It's been a while. Been a while. Cheers.
Cheers.
Dani,
Thanks
good
for
to see you
having me.
again. Here's a question.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you do? This is probably the most formal question, but
Yeah.
it just occurred to me. Is there anything you do?
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going right into it. So
Okay.
no, you got to say stuff.
And the
that's
sound
really
is
above
okay?
board. I think we're good, right, Chris? We're good, right? Yeah.
Do you need me to? Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're good.
Try to cut my stomach out. I need to lose some weight.
Make you look good. Make you look beautiful. What? Anything you do?
No.
Perfect.
Next.
Well, I know that.
Is this like the
know
Colbert
that.
questionnaire?
No, man. I'm just rapping. This is a question I like to ask people because this is what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk about a bunch of stuff, but the truth is, I would like to ask this question. I always forget to ask it.
Okay.
But the question is there anything you do as a
No.
practice,
Okay.
before anything, before a moment, or that grounds you? I
That's
mean,
a
you
great
seem pretty
question.
grounded, but is there anything that you do that grounds you when things are getting too...
Oh my God. It's a great question. So, yes. It's pretty new though.
Mhm.
I noticed, I think it was since COVID. Like, I feel like for many people, I feel like COVID just threw everyone off, or most people, or
Right.
maybe just me. But I mean, at least for me, like, I feel like COVID was a strange time and we were shut down for 13 months. So, like, it was very, like, life-changing.
Yeah.
Um, Dealing with that, even, like, looking back, actually, I was in Tribeca when the world started to shut down. Like, you remember when the day Tom Hanks announced he had COVID,
Oh, yeah.
and the NBA announced they were canceling
Yeah.
their season?
Yeah.
Like, that was a scary day. That was, like, the day where it was like, shit's getting real,
Yeah.
you know? And I remember I was actually down here, like, freaking out, like, this is my main source of income.
Right. Thinking about the club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, I don't know how long is it gonna be a month? Is it gonna be a year? Like, how am I gonna have money? I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
I have a wife.
So what month was that? We shut down. It started what?
I
In
think it was March.
March.
Yeah.
I think it took us maybe, it was like March 20th, something like that.
Yeah.
It took us maybe mid to end of April to actually shut down the cafe
Okay.
and be like, now we got to, and we shut it down till like June. We came back in like June. It wasn't
You
that
didn't shut
long.
down in March?
We didn't.
Really?
It,
Wow.
it wasn't right away. It was
Yeah.
a few weeks until we were like, because I was taking the temperature of the stat in the sense
Right.
of like, how's everybody feel? Really, what's going on?
Yeah.
You didn't know, and as you said, it's a big
With
deal.
us, it was, I remember starting getting messages from comics, like,
Right.
that they don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
performing in a public space.
Yeah.
So, I believe it was March where we shut down, and yeah, it was a very uncertain time. But back to your question, like, I think I feel like I'm still recovering from that
Yeah.
time. 13 months of just, like, uncertainty,
Right.
with a family, being in New York City is very stressful.
Very stressful. Yeah.
So, I feel like just a few months ago, I started, like, writing out, you can call it a mantra, or just, like, a list of things that I need to keep in mind, like, throughout the day. Because, like, I'm also working on many different projects, as you know, and dealing with different people, employees, comedians. So I feel like I'm also getting older. I'm like 44, so I don't know. I feel like I'm losing it a bit.
Yeah.
So
I didn't actually realize you were that young.
44, and I
realize
feel like
I'm
I'm
older than
getting,
you.
like, I feel like I'm starting to be forgetful.
Right.
So I feel like the only way, I need to write everything down
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So just like from like in the morning, I actually write down, like do like a brain dump, you
Of
know?
all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, for like
Yeah.
10 minutes,
Yeah.
I just like scan my
Is
brain.
it actual stuff or just any thought that's on there? You're just getting it down? Or is
Both,
it like
everything.
practical to-do list stuff?
Okay, so that's a good question. In the morning, it's
Yeah.
more like practical things I need to do.
Yeah.
It could be, you know, help my wife with her website.
Right.
She has a
Right.
dental practice. I'm trying to help her out. Yeah, it could be a small task to a big task. Like text this comic, ask them if they want to do this show
Right.
in October. So it's in the morning. It's more like a brain dump of things I want to get done that day. And I feel like if I don't do that scan of my brain, 1,000 things are gonna fall through the cracks,
Right.
and then I'm just gonna get yelled at by everyone.
And this is a silly
My
question,
wife's
but
gonna yell at
yeah.
me, like, everyone gonna yell like, "You forgotta do this," and I've been in that position where I've been forgetful,
Yeah.
and I've been in that position where, like, everyone's coming to you, "Hey, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you
Right.
do this?" And I'm like, "No, not yet. Oh, I'll write it down," you know?
Yeah.
So now I'm, like, very mindful
That's good.
to try to do that brain dump every morning,
And is
and
that actually writing it down? Not computer,
I
but
use Notion.
okay, you do use an app, yeah. I
Yeah, I
like a
use an
legal
app.
pad.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
it takes time, but I'm the
yeah,
same way. I just like the idea. It's right there. I check it off. It's like
yeah,
so many apps I get. I
no.
don't find it doesn't always help.
I use Notion.
Okay.
That's, like, what's working for me, and then I categorize my Notion, uh, stand-up New York, brand-up comedy, personal tasks.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, I feel like I need to categorize
Absolutely. Yeah.
every like, sort of like I look at my tasks like an entire organization,
Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
be personal life, it could be friends, it could be texting a
Yeah.
friend, like, "Happy birthday," you know? And then I just try to get through the day just trying to be mindful to, like, hit
Everything.
everything that I'm working on,
Yeah.
and usually in the evening, I've been taking edibles several
Yeah.
times a week, and that's interesting. Interestingly, it's more, as, like, a creative, like, brain dump,
And
and I write it
do you
down.
find it actually helps?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
That's a nighttime thing?
Nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like 10 p.m., I'll
You
take an
find it helps you
edible.
sleep also? Or no?
I don't
'Cause
really
there's
I
different
sleep
kinds, right?
fine.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
ask my wife, yeah.
Right.
I have no problem sleeping. It's
Yeah.
more, I don't know, it just helps me creatively
Yeah.
think of different angles in my business or my personal life, and then,
Yeah.
like, I write it down. It's been helpful. Did I answer your
It
question?
does, that's great. On a just off that, you ever tried, like, the psilocybin stuff? You ever try, like, any of that mushroom?
No.
No, I never got
No,
that.
not
Not the
yet.
low dose stuff, like the micro dosing. You get into
No.
that at all? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Have you?
What? Not yet.
Okay.
So, it's interesting though. I've been reading a lot about it, the
Yeah.
neuroplasticity and the memory and the
Yeah.
edibles aren't quite like that's just pure THC, but there's these
Yeah.
like mushroom psilocybin stuff, which
Yeah. It's sort of the edibles, I'll take it in the evening a few
yeah,
times a week. It's just maybe 10 p.m. I'm just, like, browsing through, like, YouTube,
right,
watching
right.
shorts,
Trying to
music
get some
videos,
stuff. Yeah.
just
I find,
relaxing.
I mean, and I think about you often because, uh,
That's so flattering.
well, what I'm jealous
How
of,
often?
too often, what I'm jealous of is I think in my own career, we're moving into more of a creative space,
Yeah.
but the creative and the admin always fight each other, right? Which I'm sure you find as well. I'm curious how you deal with that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Um, I like to be able to, even if I'm working on the website, which I'm trying to like relaunch and revamp, fine, there's the technical stuff, but there's just the creative process of it.
Yeah.
And I find it hard sometimes to carve out that space and then get in that mindset.
To be creative.
Yeah. You deal with that at all?
Yeah, I usually walk around the city.
Right.
Like, I like to be creative as much as possible, and if I'm sitting at home, so I'll start my day usually at home,
Hmm.
uh, maybe from, like, 8 a.m. to, like, 10 or 11, and that's not really a place to feel creative, but I'll knock out, like, tasks usually in the
Yeah.
morning,
Yeah.
emails and just things I need boring stuff, um, and then sometimes I'll go to WeWork in, like, Times Square. I'll meet my employees there, but, like, when I really wanna feel creative, I'll walk around the city, like, by
Yeah,
myself.
it's a
I'll
great
come
idea.
down
Yeah.
to, like, Tribeca or the Bowery, East Village,
Laughing Man Coffee. Get really
laughing you know what? Tribeca is, like, my go-to.
Yeah,
Like,
is
I
it?
probably
That's
come down here
interesting.
once a week.
Right.
I usually go to the Greenwich Hotel,
Yeah.
like, they all know me there, and I don't know, I do draw a lot of inspiration just walking around the city, like, looking at people and looking at the storefronts. I mean, New York's like,
Yeah, the city's
I
great for that.
mean,
City's great
like,
for
where
that.
else can you get inspired? There's just so much to look at.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when I'm feeling like I have that creative block, I'll I'll jump on the train and, some people go take a hike in the woods
Yeah,
or
yeah.
go to Central Park. I think it's too boring for me. I
Right.
need, like, you know, like,
Different kind of
I get
stimulus.
inspiration by, like, looking at this Duane Street
Yeah,
sign,
yeah, yeah.
like, looking around to see what other people do creatively, and that inspires me big time.
Well, I wonder. Grew up in the city, but we moved out around COVID time. Not planning to, but that's the way it worked out. So I come back in about 2 days a week. And when I'm in is when I feel the most juiced and creative. Now
Yeah.
that you're saying that, I wonder though if I should take more advantage of that and actually block out that walking time. Like take calls while I'm walking around the city. A lot of it is phone calls and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it also, just gets your,
yeah,
you know, juices
yeah.
flowing. Is that the right
Yeah,
term?
absolutely. But even in the cafe, I feel the
So it's just
same
good
way. It's just,
exercise,
yeah,
taking a nice long walk,
yeah,
taking phone calls. I mean, to go and what's cool about the city is, I mean, the different types of neighborhoods.
yeah, yeah,
So, you can when I come down here, I go to Greenwich Hotel, I walk around the neighborhood, then I start walking uptown. And, you pass Soho, the West
yeah.
Village, Meatpacking, Chelsea, Midtown. Like, I've walked, like, all the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
uptown,
it's great.
and then you see all these different neighborhoods, and I can't imagine, like, what's better creatively than seeing all that.
Taking all that from you,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
So, I mean, that and, like, edibles also, when I wanna feel
Yeah,
creative, that always helps.
yeah, yeah. I haven't done that yet on the creative side, maybe check
But you feel you would rather be creative than working on admin?
yeah, I hate admin. I hate it.
But you need like,
But
how do
it's just you gotta
you
run a business. There's stuff you gotta do, you
yeah,
know?
and I mean, I've unfortunately, I've had a lot of things fall through the
Yeah,
cracks
yeah,
because, like, it's admin, and, like, who wants to do
I
that?
know,
So,
I
like,
know.
things just, like, pile up and
I've had the same way. I've had the same we have a good team now, we're building, but as I was saying, as we move into even growing the studio and growing different parts of the business,
Yeah,
it's just requiring more of that creative, which is also what I want to be doing more, sort of in this next chapter.
yeah.
So, gotta carve out time for that. Um, yeah,
When you were a prosecutor
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Were there opportunities for you to be creative in that field?
Well, there were because you're always building in the sense of you're building a narrative, right? And so
So you felt like that was a creative outlet for you?
to an extent, I mean, at a certain point, why I left was because it definitely it's not really satisfying that creative aspect, but it's not mergers and acquisitions. I'm dealing with some paperwork, but really I'm on trial. I'm talking to people.
Right,
I'm crafting narratives. I'm discovering evidence. I'm putting together something
right.
that almost has a finite project to it, and that stuff I love doing.
Did you have a side hustle also?
Not at that point. You
Okay.
couldn't. There was too much. There wasn't enough time.
Yep.
And then about a year, when I said I was going to leave, I took on one final case, that one in Crown Heights that we were
Okay.
talking about, and that took about 6 months. And during that time, we were working on Laughing Man,
Okay.
figuring out what to do. And that was coming up when I finally left. I worked for a year in law on my own, some
Okay.
wills and trusts for people, contracts, and then that was going silent. And then we went full time Laughing Man.
Okay.
But I loved that. I really did. Uh, but now I'm at a phase where I want to, put something funny and creative and interesting and uplifting
Right.
into the world. And I feel like the coffee shop and the brand is a great starting point for that. And now trying to move into this sort of content studio
Do
space.
you enjoy the whole journey and process of being creative, or
I love it.
do you just wanna get to
No, I love the whole
the
process.
whole
That's what I'm saying. I wish
process?
there was more.
Yeah,
I don't like when I feel like it becomes too pragmatic,
right,
like it's all about the end result. I like be
right,
able to sit in that for a bit.
right, right.
I don't we do have a crew here and I think we need to do more getting together and having some creative moments, of like brainstorming and stuff. You have a crew that you can work with a bit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think that, but like you said, building the systems for that is exactly where we're at.
Do you use AI to generate ideas?
Um, on myself, I'll mess with it. I'll use chat and
Yeah,
I'm learning more and more about it. And as a
yeah,
studio, we're trying to figure out how to take advantage of it more as a tool, not
yeah.
necessarily to do the work, but
I
as
mean,
a tool.
it's helped stand up New York
Yeah.
and brand up comedy.
In what
Um,
ways?
I mean, from uh, generating ideas, content ideas for brands. We run it through
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
You give it a framework and some
Yeah,
initial ideas and
yeah.
then yeah.
To even just captions for social posts.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just like it's Wednesday, we're a comedy club in New York City. Like, give me a fun
Right, right,
caption, and I'll come up with things like me or my team would never have thought of. So
right.
I feel like that's also inspiring,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is a crazy thing to say, but I mean, AI generates original creative ideas that we can learn from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've been leaning on that.
No, I'm excited about that. I think it's a fascinating conversation. In fact, I wanted to ask you what your views on it were. We had a great talk here the other night on AI, which was awesome in the cafe.
Yeah,
Um, but what they're doing now with like the VO3 film stuff, and I think there's a
yeah,
great opportunity where you're just putting out some really great content
yeah,
that's super funny, and that's what you're bringing to it. The actual, I'm sure AI can give you a line, and your own comedic background will check it or say no or
right.
tweak it. But it definitely levels the playing field, especially for small, studios and content creators. So I think it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, uh, I love it.
Yeah.
And we utilize AI, but at the same time, we're we're producing the roast of AI
Oh, are you? That's awesome.
for New York Advertising Week in
What's
October.
that
We're
about?
we're closing out New York Advertising Week.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's with Brand Up?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I wanna talk to you about that. So
yeah.
what's the
So
concept?
I got we're gonna have 7 or 8 comics
Yeah.
roast AI. So there's a balance because I obviously AI can do a lot of good, but also got to figure out that angle how to roast AI
Yeah, I love
as
it.
well.
I love it. So I wanna get back on something, but tell me about Brand Up, which is exciting. So that was born out of and I wanna get into your comedic club career as well, but since you brought it up, tell me about Brand Up and what that's about.
So brand up comedy, it's basically a content studio, comedy content. So brands, they're always looking for content. We believe funny content does better
Right.
than non-funny content. So with Stand Up New York, having owned Stand Up New York for 17 years, we have a huge roster of comics that we can tap into to come up with ideas, script, uh, actually be in the videos that we shoot, and then we deliver brands video content for social.
And you're leveraging you're working with the comedians to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we have access to hundreds of comics, so um, the beginning process is just having a call with the brand, learning about them, what their voice is, what kind of content they're looking for. We look at their social accounts, and then we look through our roster of comics and we send them, hey, these are like 10 comics that we think is a good fit.
Right.
And they look it through because some brands are more sensitive
Yeah,
than
yeah,
others.
yeah.
Um, some brands would look into the comics history. So like it is like a delicate
But brands that
balance,
work with
that
you
casting.
yeah. But brands that work with you, sorry to interrupt, they're naturally inclined for a comedic angle anyway. That's
Yeah.
why yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. And then some of the comics will shoot the videos on their own, or other jobs will have a production crew shoot a video. So yeah, I mean, I've actually been in that business around 10 years. Before Brand Up, it was called Skittish Media.
Okay.
And we had Skittish, yeah, like 6 to 8 years, and then COVID put it on pause. And then David Rosenberg, who's my partner now, he comes from the advertising world.
Yeah.
He's been in advertising for 20 years, and he actually did stand-up, like, in the
Oh,
'90s.
really?
Yeah. Um, and actually the previous owner of Stand-Up New York, Carrie, was his manager
Oh, that's
in the
funny.
late '90s. So, after COVID, David approached me,
Yeah.
"Hey, I used to do stand-up at your club. I've been in advertising for 20 years, like, I hate it. I'd love to
Right.
do something with comedy again." So, we revived what Skittish was doing, and we rebranded
That's
Brand Up
very cool.
Comedy,
Yeah.
and it's been amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's been 2 years. We've worked with awesome brands from, like, Manhattan Mini Storage.
Yeah.
We turned their units into little comedy clubs
What was
called
the name of it though?
mini sets.
Mini sets, yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
mini sets. There was a mini bar there,
Yeah.
2-drink minimum.
That's
It
great.
was so stupid. But it was great, but we shot it, and, we gave them they're still posting
Yeah.
weekly just content that they have from
From
those shows.
from those
I
shows.
think we did, like, 16 shows, and it was part of the New York Comedy Festival last year.
That's awesome.
We've worked with, Recess, they're
The drink?
the drink,
Yeah.
the seltzer brand, Ramey Brooks, she's a fashion designer,
Okay.
so we created Funny is Fabulous. It's a live show
Yeah.
where Ramey, styles the comics. So we did one show at Stand Up New York, another show at City Winery, and now we're taking it to LA.
Oh,
So
nice.
we're building, like, Funny is Fabulous together.
Is it always based on having actual comedians there and doing live shows or
No, I
not
mean,
necessarily? Okay.
some brands, like, want, like, a branded show, like
Yeah.
Funny is Fabulous, or with Blue Chew. Do you know what Blue Chew
Yeah.
does?
Yeah.
Maybe for our audience, do you wanna
Why don't you say it?
why
It's your
don't you
client.
go Blue Chew, Google it. But we did a branded show with Blue Chew called Pop-Up Comedy.
Yeah.
So,
Right. That's
yeah,
pretty
some
cool.
brands want a branded show,
Right.
and some brands just want funny content for social.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's been going well. I was mentioning before off the mic that we're launching a new product called Concierge,
Yeah.
Concierge, where it's more of a subscription-based model for brands, where we'll assign them their own dedicated comedian to help them generate funny ideas and content for social.
Right.
So we're really excited about that.
And you've been in the club business since you were 16? Comedy club business where you started? I
No,
thought you connected with these guys at 16 or no?
I started going to comedy clubs when I
That's
was probably 14 or
okay.
15. I lived on 18th Street between
Right.
5th and Broadway.
Okay.
So when I was 15, 16, with my fake ID from North
Yeah.
Carolina, which I got on 8th Street,
Right, I know those
where
days.
like the laminate kept on coming off, so I'd
Right.
have to. It
We
was like
used
a
to go to
brick. It was
42nd
so
Street,
big
but
because
I
I had
get
a.
it, yeah.
um, but yeah, so I was going to the Comedy Cellar
Right.
like every weekend when I was in high
Oh,
school,
that's cool.
and I loved being in that environment.
Did you
And
ever do it? Did you ever do
no,
stand-up? No.
no, and then when I was 27, I saw Stand Up New York was for sale. It was on 78th and Broadway. I was living on 79th and West End, and I was in the telecom business, and I saw an ad that this club was for sale, and I called Gabe, who was a comic, and I went to
Okay.
high school with him. And he was a social worker, but he didn't love it, and called him up. "Gabe, Stand Up New York is for sale. We used to go there in high school. Gabe actually used to perform there. Let's buy it." So we
And he
just
said yes right away?
yeah, we didn't know, we didn't know what we were doing,
Right.
but
Why was the club for sale? Who the owner just
the owner,
retiring or
Carrie, he was getting older, and he started producing TV.
right.
He did that show, Men of a Certain Age, with
Okay.
Ray Romano.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it was a
yeah.
TNT show.
Yeah.
So I think he got more involved with, like, television producing, and
Okay.
he wasn't there as often, so he just wanted to pass it on to the younger
Yeah.
generation. So and that was 17 years ago.
Wow. Wow. And so when you took it over, though, was it successful? Was the club working?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, shows every night.
Okay.
It's been around since '86,
Yeah. It
so
had a reputation.
had a reputation, and it was just running
Did you have connections in
really
the
on its
world yet
own.
about booking comedians or people knew you or
N
nothing yet?
Not really, no,
So
no.
how'd you get it? How'd you jump in and get it going?
I mean, we didn't even when we took over, we didn't even close. I
Oh,
remember me and Gabe
really?
just, like, walked in. The employees didn't even know it was sold.
That's great.
We were so young, we were 27 years old, and
Right.
we just like walked into the bar like, "Hey, we're the new owners." And we just like learned.
Right. Right.
We
What do
didn't we
you
didn't learn from anyone. We just like learned just from being there, meeting the comics, talking to the staff,
uh,
still learning.
what do you love most about the club or running it?
Um, it's actually back to being in that creative space. It's when I'm in that creative space, coming up with just creative and unique ideas. Like, I love that.
Right.
Um, I think I get the biggest, like, high off of that because there's within the comedy business and the comedy club, I mean, you could be creative, like, all day. There's, like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much you could do.
Sort of have to
So,
be.
I sorta love, like I feel like the possibilities are endless, and I have, like, ADHD, like most of the city, right? So I feel like I always need something, like, exciting
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
work on.
Yeah. Just yeah.
What do they say? Like, ADHD people are drawn to, like, shiny objects,
Okay.
right? So I feel like I always need something random and fun to do. So I can wake up today and be like, "I need something, like, exciting, or
Right.
else
Right.
I'm not gonna, like, leave my apartment," you know?
Right.
I could be like, "I'm gonna email Jim Gaffigan," "and invite him to the club this weekend."
Yeah.
And, like, they respond. Like, I feel like Stand Up New York, I have that platform where I can reach out to any comic, any agent, any manager. I can produce any type of show. I can reach out to a charity organization and do a charity event at the club. I can produce a tour. I could work on bringing on new clients for Brand Up. We could produce
Because of the platform you
podcasts.
built through stand up, because people know
Yeah,
it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
I think it's just like a known brand.
Right.
It's been around 38 years. It has a history, has a reputation. Comics like Seinfeld, Chris Rock,
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman. I mean, like
It's awesome.
Robin Williams, every comic that you've heard of, Louis C.K., have been through those doors.
Right.
So knowing that, I'm mindful of that every day, where
It's a
I'm
cool
like,
gig.
oh,
Yeah.
I have Stand Up New York. It gives me permission to have no fear
Right.
and like reach out to anyone that I think would help me grow the business.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
When you say have no fear, what do you mean by that?
It was, I was talking to someone, what day is it? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I think it was last week I met someone that's helping me. We're bringing LGBT LOL Festival
Yeah.
to New York in October. They're based in New Orleans. They did their festival a few times over there. It's been successful. Now I reached out to them. I mean, this is a good example.
Yeah.
Like, I've been following what they're doing in New Orleans with LGBT LOL. I'm like, it's successful there. Let me bring it to New York. So
Yeah.
I just emailed the founder, and now we're doing it 4 days in New York,
At the club or a different venue?
different venues at
Okay.
my club and 3 different venues. So
That's
that's like
cool.
a good
Yeah. Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
Well, of just being on, like, social media, I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not doing it in New York, let me bring it to New York. I reached out, they responded right away. "Oh my god, like, we would love to, we just didn't know how
Yeah.
we could make it happen," and it's happening. So I met with someone that's helping me produce that last week, and I totally forgot where this was going, by the
No, it's all
way.
right. Do you consider yourself I mean, there's
I brought that up for a reason, that I met this person.
I was asking you about the fear, and you
Yeah,
were saying
so
that was an example of
I was
yeah.
meeting her. Her name is Grace, and she's taking point on this festival.
Okay. She's with the LOL festival
No, she's
on your team.
she's like a independent
Oh,
comedy
okay.
producer, and it's hard for me to like manage everything. So I'm like, and we were talking about it before, where I'm like, I'm going to empower Jonah to run my club,
Right.
and I'm going to have him focus on the club in Times Square. So Grace, I want to empower her just to produce LGBT LOL in New York.
Right.
Right? Instead of, like, me trying to, like, manage everything, which I've tried before, and then just things go to crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I met with Grace last week, and I'm like, "Just email Madonna's agent,"
Right.
and and invite her to the festival. Like, she's very supportive of LGBT. She's like, "I can do that?"
Right.
I'm like, "Why not?" Like, get an IMDb Pro
Yeah,
account
absolutely. Yeah.
and just reach out to celebrities that support that and invite them, reach out to, like, big name comics,
Right.
reach out to brands for sponsors, and she was happy to hear that because she was just I don't know, she was scared of something.
Right.
I'm
Well, you
like, "What
have
do you have to
confidence in
lose?"
your brand. She doesn't know that yet, but you have confidence in the stand-up,
Yeah,
brand. Yeah. Yeah. That's
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
so, I don't know, I just have no fear
Yeah.
reaching out to anyone,
Yeah. That's great.
because you can get anyone's contact information pretty
Yeah.
much. There's, like, tools you can sign up for a few dollars a month, you can get access to someone's email.
Yeah.
So, if you're legit, and you have something to offer,
Sure.
what
And the
do you
people
have to
who
lose?
ask end up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the worst?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have the no fear when you bought the club originally? Did
It
you have to sort of learn, or is that something you always had?
it's a good question. I don't know, maybe it comes from I was in telecom.
Yeah.
I don't know, I never really worked for anyone.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
So,
sort of the same way. Yeah.
like, since 19, I've had my own business.
Right.
I had an online music company when I was 19, then I was in telecom at 24, then I bought the club at 27. So maybe I never had a boss, so I had
Hmm.
nothing to fear.
Right.
I I think I'm just realizing that now,
Right.
by the way.
There's also a survival thing. Like you got to make it happen because it's
That
you.
also,
Yeah.
but, like, I never had a boss, so maybe I don't know what, like, fear is like.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
I think we just came up with something,
Yeah.
that I never thought about
No,
before.
no. Broke new ground.
Yeah.
But you get into all these other things. So do you? I mean, would you consider yourself to have an entrepreneurial mindset, or
Oh,
and what
yeah.
motivates you to do all these offshoots?
I don't know. I just like creating
Yeah.
cool shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
the
know.
same way. Exactly.
I don't I wanna do something fun and exciting for me. Um, I don't think I'll be happy, like, just making money,
Right. Right.
you know? Um, like, I know people, they just wanna make as much money as possible. They don't care what they do. They would, like, sell T-shirts
Right.
or
Right.
schmatas or, like, whatever. They just wanna make as much money as possible, but that's not what motivates me. I don't know.
Did it ever motivate you?
No,
No.
no, I think I like building things and putting it out there. I also like that it's unique.
Right.
You don't meet a lot of people that
No,
owns a comedy
absolutely.
club.
Yeah.
So, I think that I don't know, for some reason, standing out and being unique does something for me.
Right. Right. You
I don't
like
know
that as
what it
part of
is.
your identity.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Right.
Yeah, and, like, I don't answer to anyone.
Yeah.
Um, and that's also a thing why I don't have fear
Yeah.
of reaching out to
Any of
people. I
that
feel like
from?
I'm my own, like, entity.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, listen, that's the great thing about having your own business. Same thing with the cafe. It's
Yeah,
just,
it's a great
whatever you think
platform.
of, you could do
Yeah,
and go
it's
for it. Why not? I'm totally with you on that.
it's like a lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you walk into a Laughing Man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna come up with, a plan for a new artwork,
Right.
right?
Right.
Or I'm gonna try to get more vendors in here or
The
look at
gallery, the pop-up,
I
we turn
mean,
our old
it
cafe into
also
a studio.
yeah,
I mean, it's
but,
just
like,
whatever.
you can take a walk
Yeah.
around the studio in your cafe
Yeah.
and tweak anything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I thought about that the other day where I was just sitting in the cafe looking, what needed to be changed. I was like,
yeah,
I can really decide to do anything I want to do, which
yeah,
is pretty cool.
yeah, but I feel like, at least with me,
Yeah.
that, like, comes and goes.
Right.
Like, just it's not top of mind.
To do what?
I would love for it to be top of mind where sort of like you've heard of, like, working on the business, not in the business.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, that's the place I always wanna be,
Right.
that mindset, working on the
And you
business.
don't feel I feel like you do that most of the time, maybe from the outside.
From the outside,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I'm not great at, like, delegating,
Right. Okay.
so there's still, like, a lot on my plate that I actually do
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
where I just need to figure out how to unload those tasks and projects
Yeah.
so I feel like that's where I'm on my strongest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at my strongest, like, having that mindset, like, working on the business.
Yeah.
But again,
Well, that's
like,
also
my
the
plays
pragmatic
need, like,
part.
they need, like, a plan and a
Yeah.
roadmap.
And
Like, they
that's what
need
you
to
have to do as a
know.
leader, right? I mean, you sort of got to give them that. There is a pragmatic aspect of, still got to make sure the cafe runs, still need to play. I mean, there's certain things that got to make sure the a train runs on time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
um, until you find a good enough crew that can really take that over that you can trust. But I don't think it's ever hands off. As a leader,
right.
it's never hands off.
Yeah.
Um, how much of your work ethic now, or even, that money isn't a motivator, how much of that comes from your upbringing and parents and lessons you learned there?
Um, ooh, good question. I don't know. As long as I can remember,
Mhm.
even, like, in high school, I was just, like, growing up in the city.
All right.
I
Okay.
think we moved to the city right before high school, so I was
From where?
14 from Long Island.
Okay.
Um, I think that's when it started, like, right before high school, like, the summer before high school, we moved into 18th Street, and
Right.
I feel like I was, like, plopped, like, in this great neighborhood, and I feel like that's where the journey really started.
Yeah. I think this makes sense, especially that neighborhood, but New
Yeah.
York City, but then in that neighborhood, I guess maybe as you get sort of further downtown, I think there probably is a value shift from your identity and you're sort of recognized more for the creativity,
Yes.
the and not the Benjamins, as it were.
Yeah,
That
like,
changes, I think, but certainly to grow up with that. I feel the
I
same way. I
in
grew up
ninth
down here.
yeah,
Yeah.
in ninth, 10th grade, like, yeah, like, I was walking around the Bowery, and I was
Right, right.
sneaking into nightclubs, right?
Where'd you go to school growing up?
I went to Yeshiva University High
Okay,
School
got it.
up in Washington Heights. I used
Yeah.
to take the 1 train from
Was that a
18th and
culture
7th.
clash between what was happening downtown and sort of your nightlife and that, or no?
No,
Okay.
no, I mean, it was an all boys school,
Right,
but, um, you know, it's modern Orthodox, but
right.
no, I mean, we
I
weren't,
went
like,
yeah.
Hasidic or anything.
I went to an Upper East Side school. I lived down
Yeah,
here in Tribeca my whole life. Grew up down here before it was quote unquote Tribeca. Used to play stickball in the street and climb
yeah,
around the trucks. Like it was a great, just wild west of artistic stuff happening.
yeah,
But I went to an Upper East Side school
yeah,
and it was a culture clash. Like I definitely didn't feel
right.
the same values and
Yeah, so
it
when
just,
you came back to this neighborhood at
yeah,
night, yeah,
it's just,
I know
it's,
what that feeling
yeah,
is like.
yeah.
Like, I had that. We were in Union Square. We were around the corner from Union Square.
Right, right.
And also my stepfather was in the restaurant business,
Okay.
and he owned a cafe
Did he?
that we lived above.
Up in 18th Street.
18th, yeah,
What
it's
was the name of
called
the cafe?
Cafe 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still there or no?
Um, no, I think it's like a Soul
Is
Cycle
it
now, maybe,
sounds
or
about
or
right.
one of those salad places,
Right,
maybe
right.
Sweetgreen, one of them.
Right.
Um, I don't know. So, like, living on top of a restaurant also
Yeah.
when you're in high school, I think that adds a
Yeah,
lot.
absolutely.
And I think my stepfather, I think definitely influenced my entrepreneurial spirit because uh, in the 70s, he worked at Bergdorf Goodman, in the fur department
Yeah.
selling furs. And then he convinced them to open up a cafe
Oh,
in the
really?
department store.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like things are coming
Oh,
full
look
circle
at that.
now. And it was successful,
Yeah.
so he opened up the Great American Health Bar
Okay.
on 57th Street,
Alright.
off 6th Avenue.
I don't know if I know that.
Yeah,
Okay. Not
uh,
that's not there any is it still there?
He doesn't own it
No,
anymore,
but it's
but
still
Great
there.
American Health Bar, I think he had 13 of them at one
Wow.
point. So he was in the restaurant business, and
Okay.
then he sold it, and then he opened up this cafe on 18th
Yeah.
called Cafe 18. So I was never around someone like that
Yeah.
growing up. Um so he was a real, like, entrepreneur and encouraged me to I remember sitting in that cafe with him when I was in high school.
Yeah.
He was trying to get, like, business ideas out of me. So I think that was the spark.
I do that with my kids too sometimes. In
Yeah.
fact, we have this bar here named The Last Laugh, and my son came up with that. We're
Yeah.
riding in the car one day, I'm like, "Guys, I need a name for this bar."
Yeah.
And my son jokingly goes, "The Last Laugh, ha,
Yeah.
ha, ha." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Dude, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
That's funny.
awesome."
That's
So that's what
funny.
we go with. So on the kid front, do you feel, um I bring my kids into the city, they work in the cafe as much as I can, this kind of thing, but
Yeah.
we don't live in the city anymore, and I think there's definitely something you miss not living in the city. There's a certain edge, a good street smart, just a different
Mhm,
vibe.
mhm.
Y How do you feel about that? You feel like your kids are getting the same sort of energy that you got when you were
I
younger?
mean,
Same
they're
exposure?
growing up in the city.
Yeah, but I mean,
So,
walking around or,
um, we're on the Upper West Side,
yeah, a
so it's,
little
like,
different.
different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I do think they're growing up faster than their friends that live in the suburbs of New Jersey
Right.
or Long Island.
Exposed a little more and a little more street
Yeah,
smart and stuff.
for sure,
They get
yeah.
around oh, well, one's right, they're old
My I
enough to
mean,
get
my
around the subway.
16-year-old, yeah, she takes a subway.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, my 13-year-old, like, she takes a city bus.
When did you start taking the subway? What age in the city?
Like, ninth grade.
Yeah,
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 like, 14.
yeah. I think I was a little younger, but I don't know if I let my kid I don't know if I let my kid do it now at the age I started.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but you have to, I
I would
think.
let my 13-year-old take the
Yeah,
subway.
yeah. I
I
think you
mean,
have to.
she jumped on, like, the city buses, like, 3 years ago without telling us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she would call us on, like, WhatsApp video, "I'm on the crosstown
To go where?
M86."
Just wherever
Her
she's going.
friend
That's
without
funny.
telling us.
That's
That's
cool.
I feel like that's like a city kid.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
cute.
I do miss that my kids won't really have that as much as I had. But I guess that's as you said, COVID changed a lot.
Yeah, I used to when I was in high school, I used to grab dinner from Cafe 18, my
Mm.
stepfather's cafe, and bring it to Union Square Park, on, like, a weeknight, on a
Yeah.
school night, and just, like I don't remember if I was doing my homework, but I was just, like, hanging out in the park,
Right,
eating
right.
dinner.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Um, so the entrepreneurial stuff, you got that from your stepdad, you keep growing. Um, what would you say, I guess, in the club world, I mean, what were some of the biggest learning curves, that you had to face as far as running the club or dealing with people or something you didn't know, something you really didn't know going in that you're like, oh man,
I think it's m I think I'm still struggling with this,
yeah,
managing
yeah,
people.
yeah,
I've a difficult enough time managing myself,
right,
so,
right,
I mean, to manage, like, employees,
uh,
it's very challenging for me.
yeah, yeah. That was my biggest learning curve as well. I never
Yeah,
managed people before, so
yeah,
just learning to listen and appreciate what they need and just guide them in some way. Yeah,
yeah,
that was the toughest part. I agree.
yeah. I mean, I'm still, facing that struggle,
Right.
just making sure again, because I don't know, it's challenging for me to do what I need to do during the day, so to manage other people, to make sure they need to do what they gotta do,
Right.
that's very hard.
Is the creative aspect when you're in that pocket and you're just getting to be creative, is that your like I was gonna ask, what do you do besides work that you enjoy to, make yourself feel balanced and human, but is that creative part of that or is that still the work side?
Um, I don't really I mean, I feel like my work and social life and
Pretty balanced.
it's like part of me,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really have, so many hobbies,
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, I
you
think
know?
that's it's all unified. I feel the same way. I
Yeah,
feel like a
yeah,
lot of the stuff I do on the business
yeah,
and the creative stuff and the stuff I try to develop, it is a
yeah,
hobby because it's new stuff. They're projects,
yeah, yeah,
It's not like going to the office every day. You're trying to start brand up. You're trying to work on this
yeah,
campaign
there's
or yeah.
always, like, something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then, there's family life, obviously. I have a few friends that I hang out with.
Right.
Um, yeah, but I don't know, I feel like certain projects in work feel like a hobby,
Yeah, yeah.
like what
Absolutely.
you were saying. Like, if I wanna, like, build my website for my personal brand,
Right.
like, it's like, work related.
Yeah. Do you do that all? Do you have like you work on your own personal brand stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, lately, it's more, like, top of mind.
And
Like,
what's
I
that?
wanna launch
What's
a
the goal for that?
podcast.
Yeah.
I wanna redo my personal
Right.
website. And more I don't know, and for some reason, it helps me when I put what I'm working on out on my website or social media, it just sort of helps me curate, like, what I'm doing
Right.
for
Right.
myself.
Got it.
'Cause, like, I'm working on so many different things, so even just, like, putting it out on LinkedIn, things I'm working on,
Yeah.
or like I've been doing every month, like a monthly recap, like August 1st, I'll post on LinkedIn, like July highlights,
Oh, really?
and we did this show in London. We did this content. We produced this content for this brand. I don't know, it sort of helps
Like behind the
me.
scenes stuff a little bit? Like,
Y
I mean, is it for brand development? When you say it helps you in what
it
way?
helps me just, uh, put everything in perspective,
Okay. Like
like
a
what I'm
diary or
working
something.
on. Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, because it's
Right.
hard. There's so many different things we're working on, it's hard to, like, it's easy to, like, lose sight
Right.
of projects and, like, move on.
Yeah.
But, like, when I do, like, a monthly recap of, like, what my companies are working on LinkedIn, it just helps me summarize everything.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, I did," 'cause I also try to be productive, and I feel like sometimes when I don't, like, journal it, I just forget.
Right.
So I feel like if I do every month, like, I worked on, like, then these 10 projects and I put it out there,
Yeah.
it gives me like, "Oh, I did get a lot done last month," and it also shows people what kind of stuff I'm working on, and
Right.
that can lead to more business also.
Got it. And so it also helps you sort of appreciate that you've actually
Yeah,
made the
but
progress
it's
you were
more
hoping
like
to.
for me, I think,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
appreciate what I've done,
Yeah. That's great.
which I think is important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have that same thing where I feel like there's more going on than I recognize or give myself
Yeah,
credit for.
yeah,
Um, and then it feels good. It sort of gives you more motivation to go forward.
yeah, like, amazing, like, I did these 10 things in July, uh, like, what I wanna do in August.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I guess from buying the club to now, or what one of the themes of the show is, your definition of happiness, right? We're all so you said like money isn't a motivator, but uh the club and the projects you put out are sort of part of your identity. What has that definition changed for you over the years of what gives you satisfaction? What is happiness? What is success? Um,
I think I think what happiness and success means for me is being, like, mentally clear, um, and, like, focused, and do what I set out to
to
do.
do, right,
Yeah,
right.
um, because like, there's challenges, there's obstacles, there's things being thrown at me, like, every day, which I feel like throws off my momentum, like, every day, and I don't know, I feel like I could be emotional sometimes, maybe I don't seem like that now, but things, like, affect me. If I'm like my stepdad and dad are having health issues,
Yeah,
right? So, I've been navigating that the past few years, and it's been emotional and difficult. So, I feel like when I spend time on that, for example, it can sometimes throw off, like, my whole day.
you're right.
Like, I'm not focused anymore. I'll cancel, like, a call. I don't respond to emails. So, I would love to be in a place where I can handle whatever's going on with my stepdad and dad, and then, like, refocus and, like, still get work done.
Yeah,
So I feel like I get derailed every single day by something,
right, right.
and that's if I can conquer that, then I feel like I'm happy.
So that's it. So happiness not is not getting derailed. Is like
Yeah,
staying. Yeah,
yeah,
right,
yes, yes,
right.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Happy I get derailed left and right by
Right,
things.
right.
It could
What?
be it could be a friend, that wants to because I need to say no more.
Yeah,
Someone reached out to me, like, yesterday morning, "Oh, could we do breakfast?" "I have to talk to you," and
yeah,
I I I just say yes, and I do it, and where it could have been, like, a phone call.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so, yes, I get derailed daily by different things, whether it's in my personal life or business life, or if I don't sleep well, if I have a bad night's sleep, that derails me.
Mhm.
If I don't go to bed on time, if I eat nasty things.
Right, right.
So there's like constantly things that hurt my momentum. So I feel like if I conquer like myself,
Yeah.
then I'm happy.
does that journaling or that writing that list help with that? Are there other
Yeah,
things that you
yeah.
found effective? Because I think
I'm
everybody goes
searching
through
if you
that.
have any ideas. I mean, I think that helps.
Right.
And every day, I write down like everything that I'm doing,
Yeah, yeah,
just to give me like perspective.
yeah,
And I write down my tasks and projects and just things going through my mind. I write it down, but I don't know. It's helping, but I'm
yeah.
still looking for that something to, you know,
Do you ever try, like, meditation or retreats or
I
anything
knew
like that?
I knew you were going to mention
Yeah,
that.
you should, man.
No,
And that's
no,
what
I would
it's
love to.
exactly what it's there for.
Yeah, no, I don't. Tell me
Yeah.
where, when. I don't
I
know.
mean, there's a million options. Like I said, I've been going to the school for 35 years that
Yeah,
involve, School of Practical Philosophy involves meditation and exactly what you're talking about. Recognizing we all get derailed and how
sign
not
me up.
to. I'll send you the information.
The
But whether that's
school,
for
the
you,
school
the
of.
School of Practical Philosophy and
Okay,
Meditation.
okay.
We actually hold some classes in the cafe, and there's a place
Oh,
Upper
cool.
East Side and online as well. But
Okay.
whether that's for you or not, although I think it's awesome, even just a retreat, something just to like refocus you and balance,
Yeah, I don't
because I
know.
think I suffer from that too. So it's like, how do you just not get derailed by everything?
I get derailed by everything,
Yeah.
and it's frustrating for me and frustrating for people around me
Right.
because how frequent I get derailed.
Yeah.
I'm being very like open now,
I
right?
like this. This is good. So
So
conversation's on the way to happen.
I'm
This is the
searching. I'm
fun.
searching
Yeah.
daily. Like I'm aware of it, and
Yeah.
I want to fix
Yeah.
it. And
Well, that's cool.
journaling is like one thing that helps a little,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm not fully there. Like, how do you know, I just want to like own the day.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to like set my alarm in the morning, actually get up
Yeah.
and have a plan for the whole day and accomplish what I set out to do. Where
Yeah.
that's like rare.
I think one of the tricks is that the plan the plan is always going to change. There's always going to be distractions and derailments. I think at least the thing that meditation helps me with is being present to whatever's happening.
Right.
So it's not a matter of like I made the plan and it went the way I thought it was or not. Um, and I find that if I'm more present, I can shift gears easier and get back on track.
Right.
It's not like, oh, the day didn't go well, it's over,
Right.
this kind of
Right.
thing. So that's what I find meditation. It becomes less about really the external world because
Right.
that's always going to get messed up
Right.
and about what's happening inside, I guess.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, because if something if I get derailed by something, if something like negative happens, if I have a bad phone call, it I also have a lot of anxiety,
yeah,
so I just get easily derailed,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and it kills my day. Like sometimes I just need to go home,
yeah. It's not
like cut
good.
my day short
Right,
and lie on the couch and doom scroll.
right,
I mean, it's
right,
not good.
right. Is doom scrolling on a total side note? Is that just scrolling your phone forever, or is it scrolling like negative news? What's
No,
the actual? It's just scrolling until you get like feel horrible.
yeah, I think you're
Right.
just like constantly looking for like that dopamine
Right,
hit,
right.
and you're on Instagram,
Yeah,
you know, discovering new videos,
yeah. Going
and
down some rabbit hole.
2 hours later, you're still like you're
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that's rough. That's
it's like a
rough.
black hole.
Do
I
you
mean,
find that stuff helps with creativity or hurts creativity?
good question. Like, just being
Yeah,
on
just like
social
that.
media?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, for me, I think X is, like, the worst place in the world.
Right.
Like, I try
I'm not
I'll, like,
yeah.
download it, then I'll delete it from my phone. Every time I open X, it's, like, so much negativity,
Right.
like,
Right.
so much politics, so much hate. I mean,
I'm not on there. I just opened it recently to
it's a
try the Grok
cesspool.
AI
It's
thing.
a hard it's just, like, everyone's just attacking everyone.
Yeah, but isn't everything like that? Isn't
I don't
Facebook like that? I mean,
know.
somebody tries to have something on Facebook, there's always a million. That's all negative.
X I find is the most toxic.
Is it?
Yeah, 'cause it's just people saying the craziest things and
Right.
just fighting with each other. It's so negative. So I'm always put in a bad mood when I open X.
Yeah.
So I don't see any value creatively for X.
Right. Okay.
Maybe for like information, like news, maybe. But then like you get sucked into that trap. Like, it's a great way to get quick information, like what happened yesterday in Midtown
Yeah.
with the shooting, unfortunately. Like, X is a great place to get, you know, firsthand accounts from, like, reporters or people on the street. But then, like, after a little bit, it goes negative,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're just, like, looking at, like, political pundits, like, fighting ea with each other. Facebook, I think Facebook is, like, neutral. I think it's harmless. It's definitely not a place to get inspiration.
Right. Right.
I use it most just to see, you know, when this kid's birthday was that I went to high school with,
Yeah.
and, like, maybe I'll text him, like, "Happy birthday," and I'll be
Right.
like, "How do you remember me?" You know? So Facebook is a great reminder for birthdays.
Right.
I don't really see any other value.
Value to it.
Instagram, I mean, funny content, like
Helps you stay on
memes.
top of what's happening out there. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I e it's a little weird, but, like, I have a few friends that we share, like, memes with each other all
Yeah.
day,
Of course.
and it's, like, a great way to connect with
Yeah.
your friends, just sending, like, the dumbest, like, funniest memes.
Yeah.
Like, where else can you find like, my algorithm, if people find out, like, what my algorithm is like, I might be put in jail.
Right.
I mean, just, like, the most horrible, like,
Yeah.
racist content. I like dark humor,
Right. Right.
so the more you look at dark humor
The more
on,
it
like,
shows you.
Instagram, the more it shows you, so anyone would be horrified by, like,
Right.
what's in my algorithm. So it's more f fun.
It's more fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Instagram is more for, like, funny.
Yeah.
Um, TikTok, I don't really use so much.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, it's okay. LinkedIn, like, what bothers me is, like, in my LinkedIn feed, there's so many people, like, pretending that they have the answer, you know?
Yeah. But that's everywhere.
Like,
That's yeah.
I like, here's a secret to how to make
Yeah.
$1,000,000 in 60 days, you
Yeah.
know?
That's all
Here's
over
why,
TikTok
you know?
also. Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
they all have the same voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like there's like a million of these like people
Here's my
that are
question. Yeah.
pretending to be like experts in something. And I don't know, it doesn't feel like authentic.
Well, let's say, the ones that get me are the stockbroker, right?
Yeah.
Who's like, here, like, I made $1 million this month. Here are my. I'm like, if that's really how much you're making, why are you on TikTok? Like,
Yeah.
how can why would you
Yeah.
talk to anybody?
Yeah.
Like,
And,
that's
and a
my
lot of people
definition of
fall into
success.
that trap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, so I hate that type of content.
Yeah.
It's very like
Absolutely.
inauthentic
Yeah.
and, you know,
Yeah. But I think
um,
that's great about what you're doing. I'm mindful of your time, but just what you're doing on with the club and with the even the brand up stuff. Uh, and even is what we try to do here. Laughter is such a big part of it. It's authentic. I mean, that's why we got the name Laughing Man. The
yeah.
idea is, a stranger may not know each other, but in a moment you can share a laugh and suddenly you're together on the same page and it
Yep.
feels great.
Yep.
You realize how we're all in it together. So I think the business
Music
you're in is
also.
really awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's uplifting, and I love what you're doing with the brand up stuff. And it's so random how we met that you came in, when you were doing your travel, the remote gigs. Now the club was
Yep.
closed. You were
Yep. Oh
doing,
yeah. Yeah. That back to what we were talking about
yeah,
before. Like I'm always seeking out like
yeah,
opportunities.
yeah,
Um, so I think when I came to you, it was just one of those days where I'm like, Laughing Man Cafe,
yeah.
like we should do a show there.
And you remember, like, either the first or second time you came by the cafe, we were doing a food tasting,
Oh yeah.
and like you sat down,
Yeah,
and like
yeah, yeah.
you were basically part of the family pretty
Yeah, yeah. I
quickly.
think your
I
dad
think my
came.
dad was there,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it was great, man.
yeah.
No,
No,
it's
I
been,
feel like family.
yeah,
And like what
no,
you've built
yeah,
here, like I tell people all the time, it's a wonderful community.
I appreciate it.
Um I don't know where else in the city. I don't think we have this on the Upper West Side where I am, but it's a hangout.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I've met people, like Rob.
Yeah, yeah. Or even our
Like
mutual friend David. You remember Dave
yeah,
Weiss? You
yeah,
know, like
yeah,
we
yeah.
close. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
there's a handful of
Yeah,
people, that I'm friendly with now
yeah.
because of who I've met here,
I love
which
that.
is
That's one of
really
my
cool.
favorite
And
things
I
to
don't
hear.
even live in the neighborhood. But like I know Rob, I reconnected with David,
Yeah,
we're in the same community on the West
yeah.
Side. I forgot his name, the football player. He was on
Marcus.
I
Yeah,
see him
yeah,
walking around. So I mean like what you're doing,
uh,
building connections with people is also
yeah.
awesome.
And that's what I'm trying to do is
And that's
take
why you
that
need
and
a
move it into the media space. I wanna bring
but
that.
bring
Yeah.
this into every neighborhood.
Yeah.
it's great for the neighborhood. Just
Yeah.
like I don't have that on Upper West Side. If there's like a restaurant or a bar or cafe where people can just go to and hang out outside or work inside,
Yeah.
I think it's rare. It's a community.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But again, I built this for as many years as you built the club.
Yeah,
And that's why, in a way, they're successful. The owners are involved. It picks up your vibe, picks up my vibe, and
right.
that's important. But no, I love how we met. It's great that we became friends.
Yeah,
One of the
likewise.
better joys. Thank you, man. This was awesome.
Thanks.
I
Thanks for
appreciate you
having
coming
me.
down. Thanks.